NFT domain. What are they and how can you make money with them? In this channel, we have discussed domain flipping. We've talked about our strategy. We have a video talking all about it. And NFTs are basically the biggest buzzword in the crypto space this past year, or maybe even more. But what do these two things have to do with each other? How can you incorporate them? This is what this video is all about. So let's get started. What's good, everyone? It's been about a month since we actually filmed this video and things happened in the crypto space. You know, a lot of things crashed. Luna crashed and everything is going down. There's a downfall in the crypto space. So I just wanted to put that out there that we're very much aware of that. The video was just filmed before this all started. That being said, I personally believe in the technology of crypto. I think this could be and will be the future of the internet. And this little bubble burst doesn't worry me personally. I speak in this video about the .com area in the early 2000s and in the 90s. There was a huge bubble then that burst and a lot of people lost a lot of money. It's tragic when that happens. I do feel for the people who lost money now as well with everything that's going on. That being said, that doesn't mean the technology is dying. It just means that this bubble burst and it's gonna keep rising as we move forward and the technology becomes more widely adopted in the population. I might be wrong here. That's my personal point of view on this thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep watching and back to you, Ruth from the past. When it comes to NFTs, I have struggled with understanding the value of it since the first moment I heard about it. NFTs, for those of you who don't know, are non-fungible tokens. They are a way to represent a digital asset that is only yours. You are the owner of this digital asset and no one can copy it or pretend that it's theirs. The blockchain helps you verify your ownership of this NFT. Now, when I first came across NFTs, at first the concept sounded interesting, but then the more I got into it, I struggled to understand what is the point. What is the value this thing is giving to the world? So NFTs are usually used, at least right now, for art. You represent art through NFTs and you can sell your art around and people are making millions of dollars out of it. But why? It feels like a bloated bubble that I'm not sure where the real life value is. In fact, most of the NFT projects today are probably going to fail because there is no real life value out of it. So I get that this is art. This is really good for art collectors. There's no difference between buying a really valuable NFT and buying the Mona Lisa. If you are an art collector, perfect, wonderful for you. But who decides what art pieces are valuable and what are not? It just seems random to me and I can't figure it out. I know some people can, so if you're one of these people, please teach me. I would love to know. But the bottom line is I never got into the NFT world because I just couldn't figure it out until I came across NFT domains. And this is the first time that I actually saw real life application of NFTs. So let's talk about NFT domains and domains in general. So before we go into what NFT domains are, let's talk about regular domains, classic domains, the one we all know and love. So all of these .com domains, though it's no longer just .com, there's a lot of different suffixes for domain. Is it suffix? Yeah, it's suffix. There's a lot of different ways to end your domain. It can be .com, .io, .org, .gov, etc. These are Web.2 domains because, you know, blockchain, NFTs, these are all Web.3. We'll get into it very soon. So these classical domains, while we can buy a domain and we think we own it, we don't actually own it. None of us own our .com domain. Google does not own Google.com. Facebook does not own Facebook.com. They are only listing it. There is a worldwide non-profit organization that is actually in charge of the world DNS. I do not remember the name of this organization, but it is not important for this specific video. So this organization actually controls all of the domains. This is the organization that owns the domains and lists it out to all of us. Domains are not expensive unless you buy it from someone and it's a brand and then you might pay for it. But generally speaking, renewal of the domain is something that happens yearly and it's not expensive and it can happen automatically. So so it's not that big of an issue. But it is important to know you do not own it, you are only listing it. The main reason for that is that these are centralized domains. Someone has to be able to see the address that we write in our browser, for example google.com, and know how to translate it to the IP address of the Google servers, know how to send us to the right server. Someone has to know how to do that, and in order to do that, you have to register your domain in the world DNS. So these are traditional domains. Now, when traditional domains were first introduced around the 90s, when the internet became a thing, they were a really big opportunity. A lot of people got rich from buying domains. Again, we'll get back to this later, because let's talk first about NFT domains. Now, NFTs, as we know, are based in the blockchain. They are based on crypto, and in the blockchain, everything is decentralized. There is no one centralized entity that controls everything. No one server, all of the computers, all of the different entities in the blockchain control everything together democratically. This is computer democracy. This is the blockchain. So NFT domains are built upon the blockchain, and you can buy them and sell them as NFTs. The proof of ownership of an NFT domain is embedded in its being an NFT product. Was that clear? I'm not sure. Basically, the blockchain gives you the stamp that you are the owner of this domain. You don't have to register it anywhere. The technology does it for you, which means that you actually own the domain. This is one big difference between classic Web 2.0 domains and NFT domains, Web 3.0 domains. The NFT domains are yours. When you buy an NFT domain, this is yours for a lifetime. You do not have to pay yearly renewal or anything like that. It is yours. You can sell it to someone else. You can keep it and do with it whatever you want. So NFT domains are not registered in the world DNS. What does that mean? Most browsers today cannot actually read NFT domains. If you buy a reconvert.x domain, you cannot use it in most browsers that we use today. You can use it in browsers like Brave that are crypto-based. They can read it, but Chrome, not really. And that means that using your NFT domains currently in right now, 2022, to build a website for your business, not really applicable just yet. And if you believe in the technology, that means that it is super early to get in.
Let me in! Let me in!
Let's clarify this. NFT domains right now are basically like buying the .com domains in the 90s. Super early, most people are still not using it, and that means there's a great opportunity there. So you can't quite yet build your website on an NFT domain. What can you do with it? Well, the two main use cases is one, use it as your wallet address. Anyone who's a little bit into the crypto space and NFTs know that your wallet has this long-ass complicated address that no one really understands. It's not built for humans, it's built for computers, and you can replace it with your domain. So for example, if I purchased ruth.x domain, I could turn my wallet address to ruth.x, meaning anyone who wants to send me money doesn't have to do it to this ambiguous address, but can actually send it to this domain and it will reach me. You can already see some people on Twitter changing their username into their wallet address, and this is kind of like a flex, for people who are in the crypto and NFT space. But theoretically, this address could become your identity in the Web 3.0 space. Another use case is to flip it, buy it and sell it as an NFT, and I'm gonna talk a little more about this today. The most popular platform to buy NFT domains on right now is Unstoppable Domains, and this is where we've been buying our NFT domains. When you buy a domain through Unstoppable Domains, it is completely yours 100%. I'm gonna put a link down below to Unstoppable Domains if you want to check it out. It is an affiliate link, so we'll get a small commission if you purchase from them. Also, feel free to just search them on Google, but if you want to support the channel, go ahead and click the link below. On Unstoppable Domains, you can buy a few domain extensions. Let me go through a few. I've written them down because I don't remember it by heart. So you can buy .x, .crypto, .coin, .wallet, .bitcoin, .888, .nft, .dao, .zil, and .blockchain. So these are a lot of extensions. Which one of them would be the next .com, I'm not sure. My bet would be on either .crypto or .x. I like .x the most because it's shortest, and shorter the better, you know. And the price ranges change according to the number of letters in your domain. Is it a high value word, and what is the extension? You can find domains for as cheap as $20, but also for as expensive as thousands of dollars. So be smart about it and don't just buy the first business.x domain. Choose something that you can actually afford. So should you buy NFT domains? That is a real question, isn't it? The answer is it really depends. As I've mentioned before, buying an NFT domain now is like buying a .com domain in the beginning of the internet. It is a huge opportunity. However, it is also a huge risk. These things might not stick. If you believe in it, then you should do it. But you should take into account that maybe this technology is not going to take over like you thought. It's a risk we need to manage. So how do we manage this risk? Let me give you an example just to get our heads straight. In 1999, business.com was purchased for $7.5 million. That's a lot of money. But in 2007, this domain was sold for $345 million. That is insane, right? Just stop and think about this for a second. That is an insane number to buy a domain in. And you don't even buy it, you lease it because it's a .com domain. Now, if you believe in the blockchain, buying a $20 domain now could make you millions of dollars in the future. Or maybe not, who knows? But if you believe in it, then you will believe that the value of this domain will increase as more and more of the internet switches into the blockchain. The more and more websites, applications, users are in the blockchain, the more your domain value increases. Right now, the blockchain is still in its diapers. It is still growing. Technically, there are still some issues. Things are being built and improved, and it's not necessarily friendly for any non-technical user right now. But as it becomes friendly for all users, the domains you buy could be very valuable. So how do you manage these risks? I would recommend choosing a few domains for a lower price, somewhere between $20 to $100, price that will not break your bank. Something that if you end up losing, it's okay. You know, like any investment, you need to also take into account that the money you put into it might not grow. So if you want to buy an NFT domain for personal use to use it for your wallet, or if you want to buy it for flipping purposes, you can do that. Just make sure that the amount you spend on it is not something that is completely crushing for you if you end up losing this money. Now, if you do decide to buy a domain, like I said, I recommend Unstoppable Domains. I know there are some other websites out there, but this is like the best one that I've seen so far. And there is OpenSea, which is the platform to sell NFTs on and sell domains on as well. This is where we are listing our domains. If you want me to make a video about how to take the domains you bought and list them on OpenSea, let me know in the comments, because to be honest, I've just finished doing the first one, and the process, well, I had to learn a lot about NFTs and Ethereum and Polygon and different cryptocurrencies and different networks, and I haven't found really good videos talking about the exact process. So I'm thinking of doing one. Let me know if you're interested in it, because it can be so much simpler than what I went for if I knew from the beginning some steps that I needed to take. If you want to learn more about domain flipping and how to make money out of it, yes, these .com domains, the old ones, check out this video that Eric made about it. And if you want to see what YouTube thinks you will be interested in, check out this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.